I doubt you can sleep after hearing this possible story of possession. Listen and share it with more people who have the courage to hear it. I feed my cat, Nicholson, with some kibble and put out water so he won't bother me later. It looks like it's going to rain, as the lady on the news mentioned a possible storm tonight. It's better to use 2 blankets so I can sleep soundly. I woke up with Nicholson making noises at the foot of my bed. He seems agitated and wants to get out the window, but it's quite high. I have to take him outside. His eyes are wide open and he's tense and anxious. He's very scared. I'm worried about my feline, but want to believe it's just a need to poop outside my house. When I open the door, he scratches me and runs off, disappearing into the yard. It's raining lightly. Perhaps it will stay like this all night. I go to the kitchen to make some hot chocolate. I usually do this when I wake up because it helps me relax and fall back asleep. I'm savoring that hot, delicious liquid as I head back to my room. When I passed by the staircase leading to the basement, I saw a light coming from the door. Curious, I approached and noticed the door was open. I don't usually leave it unlocked for my safety. When I reached the door, I saw muddy footprints leading into my house. I was a bit scared but ignored it, closing the door and quickly heading to my bedroom. As I was about to go upstairs, I felt a chill. At the same time, the room temperature dropped sharply. The cold was so intense that I dropped the cup of chocolate on the floor, losing the thing that would make me sleepy. Damn it! I needed to go back to the kitchen to get a cloth. As I walked near the stairs again, I bent down to clean the floor and noticed something. Someone was inside the house, a shadow watching me, hidden in the dark of the living room. It was dark, and I didn't have the courage to turn on the light to see who it was. In a split second, a lightning bolt lit up the entire room, and in that millisecond, I saw it was my husband. I was shocked and simultaneously terrified because it couldn't be him. It was impossible. His behavior was different. Before I could make any move, he ran toward me like an animal after its prey. To defend myself, I quickly climbed the stairs. While heading to the kitchen, intending to grab a knife, he grabbed my foot and I fell to the ground. The thing got on top of me, trying to strangle me, and his eyes were different. That wasn't my husband, but something resembling him. I kicked him in the stomach and he fell. With that, I managed to run to the kitchen. I grabbed the sharpest knife and he quickly came toward me. I stabbed him in the stomach. The thing looked at the knife while bleeding and calmly pulled it out of his stomach, throwing it into the corner of the kitchen as if nothing had happened. He grabbed my neck, pressing me against the wall. I was losing strength. I grabbed a fork from the sink and stuck it in his eye. At that moment, the thing let me go, took a few steps back, and I ran, entering the bathroom and locking the door. It's dark and I have nowhere else to run. I feel like a cornered animal. I'm worried and scared to death. That thing inside my husband's body wants to kill me for some reason. I heard banging on the bathroom door. He was throwing his body against it, trying to break it down. He kept banging repeatedly until he stopped. I lowered my head to look under the door and saw he was standing still like a statue. He left, took a few seconds and returned again. I was pressing my back against the door, trying to give more strength to the door to withstand the blows. Then suddenly, a strong hit made the tip of an axe pierce through the wood. That thing now had an axe breaking down the door. I backed away, scared, into the corner of the wall, watching as the door broke more and more. He made a hole big enough for his head to fit through and stared at me. At that moment, I felt the hatred in his eyes. Those weren't the eyes of an ordinary person. Maybe it was a demon. He continued breaking the rest of the door to kill me. So what did you think? Like and follow for more stories.